Caffeine is actually my first solo art exhibit as a full-time artist, and since I've moved to Atlanta. And we picked the name Caffeine because caffeine is a drug that instantly stimulates your mind and then it flows to the rest of your body. And that's how I kind of want my art to be. Like, I want it to instantly catch your eye, stimulate your mind, and then as you break down the art and you look at it, you start to let everything else become stimulated with it as well. So it is July 28th, and I have broken my art into 3 pieces: coffee, tea, and soda. And so for the coffee section, you're gonna get these really strong, thought-provoking Black images. The tea section, you're gonna get these very much so still provoking, but then you kind of step into like a pop culture-ness of you know, our culture as Black people. And then when it comes to the soda section, it's gonna be like very pop culture. You won't forget this moment. It's gonna be a lot of fun stuff in it. So we're doing that. Caffeine, everything that like I'm shooting right now, it all goes into caffeine. I'm not really showing any art in any other shows. Until then, we've been creating the guest list, inviting the art critics. You know, I want this show to transition me from being this girl on Instagram who paints and, you know, who has people come out to her shows, to really being like this artist that collectors are pushing and galleries are reaching out to, and just really making myself known in the art world, because I've only been painting since 2014. Yeah, 2014. And at first I feel like I had to find my style. I kind of had to find out what I wanted to do with my art. When I first started, I did a lot of like renditions of cartoon art, because I knew then that I wanted my art to speak, you know, for my time, because that's what art is supposed to do. Art is supposed to speak for you in your time. But, you know, a lot of people was doing that, and I knew that I had more in me than that, but I still like the, you know, the caricature anime style of art or whatever. So then I was like, well, how can I really add my funk to it? So as time has progressed and I've really gotten into my style, and I've gotten into my shadowing and my shading, and, you know, really broken down like the fact that I like the fact that my art has so much creativity behind it. When I paint something now, I paint it with the intentions of it being studied 50 years from now. And when it is being studied, I want people to be like, oh wow, did she mean to put this here to represent this? Like, I want them to see stuff in my art that I didn't even intentionally put in there. So I want to be like very detailed, and I'm very anal when it comes to just like colors and lines and body proportions. Shit, that's like the hardest thing I do is body proportions. Like, that's like my hardest thing as an artist. So I'm very anal about that. I also want to make sure that if I paint something or if I paint someone, I want it to stand out. I want it to be different. Like, I can't paint Kaepernick the same way everybody else paints Kaepernick. Like, I have to do it Cris Laniese's way. And I think that is what other people resonate with my art, the fact that it's relatable, but also the fact that where they learn something from it. You know, I do a lot of research when it comes to certain paintings. When I painted the Kathleen and Elridge Cleaver piece, I probably watched like at least 60 plus hours of just Black Panther documentaries. I reread Angela Davis books, reread Solo Nights by Elridge Cleaver. At a point in time, I was really referring to myself as Kathleen, because I really wanted to like step into that piece and just bring light to people who people have never heard of. So, and then when I got to meet her, it was just, oh my gosh, like, it was like the best shit ever. So, you know, and then that was also like a sign from the universe saying like, what you're doing is right. Because I've admired this woman my whole life, and then the fact that she sees the art and she wants to meet me about the painting, you know, it just confirmed that like, okay, you're taking the necessary steps and you're really putting your all into your artwork.